you sleep enough? Are you tired all of the time? Do you sleep at least 7 hours of sleep at night? Are you moody all of the time? Are you cranky, crabby, sad, emotional? If these things apply to you, you're probably sleep deprived. I researched this topic because I think that I personally do not sleep enough. I have a full-time job and I am enrolled full-time at SWIC online. And after I work my job during the day, I come home and I do my schoolwork, and I also try to make time to communicate with my family. Sleep deprivation can affect your daily life. First, I'm going to talk about how sleep deprivation affects your mind. Then I'm going to talk about how it affects your body. And then I'm going to talk about how sleep deprivation affects your actions. Sleep deprivation affects your mind. According to the National Sleep Foundation 2020 in the article, How Lack of Sleep Impacts Cognitive Performance and Focus, when you lose sleep, it's harder to stay focused and pay attention. This is so hard in school whenever you didn't sleep good the night before and you're in class and you're trying to pay attention to your teacher and you just can't because you're just so tired. And even if you are paying attention, you're not like mentally there because you're just so tired. Sleep deprivation also leads you to stupid thoughts. It could lead you to do stupid things as well. Sleep deprivation also makes you very moody. Sometimes whenever I'm very sleepy, I can get really happy, which is kind of weird, or I can get really crabby, and most of the time I'm really, really crabby. And sleep deprivation can make you emotional. It can make you think about all the things that you need to do. It can make you sad. It can make you very, very stressed as well. Now that I've talked about how sleep deprivation affects your mind, I am now going to talk about how sleep deprivation affects your body. According to the American Academy of Sleep Medicine 2018, an article, Study Reveals the Face of Sleep Deprivation, sleep deprivation affects your facial features such as your eyes, your mouth, and your skin. Whenever I'm tired, I tend to have very droopy eyes. I tend to have them more closed than I normally would whenever I'm awake, like whenever I'm wide awake. And I think that people can definitely tell if I'm tired by just looking at my eyes. Also, whenever I'm sleep deprived or I didn't sleep much the night before, I have these big bags under my eyes, and that is like the number one thing that people look at whenever they know that you are sleep deprived. They can definitely tell that you have bags under your eyes, and that it's just very, like, whenever you're talking to someone, they look at your eyes, so it's very noticeable. Sleep deprivation also affects your heart and blood vessels. Your heart is so important, along with your blood vessels, obviously. If you didn't have them, you wouldn't be alive. So we need to make sure that we sleep so we can maintain healthy for ourselves. And sleep deprivation affects your healing process. Now just imagine, think about all of the cuts that you've had in your life. If they've never healed, that would be so crazy. If they never healed, you'd still have all of the cuts that you had. You'd probably be covered head to toe in cuts. I get cuts whenever I'm just like walking past something and I'm not paying attention and I bump into it and it cuts me. And I know that I am very clumsy anyway, but I know that I would have cuts head to toe if I didn't sleep to heal my cuts or wounds. Now that I've talked about how sleep deprivation affects your body, I am now going to talk about how sleep deprivation affects your actions. Sleep deprivation can cause accidents, and this is very important. So whenever you're driving and you're very, very tired, it's very easy to fall asleep. I've wanted to do it before. I have not ever fell asleep at the wheel, but I've definitely wanted to fall asleep before. And whenever you do fall asleep, and I know that this has happened to a lot of people, whenever you do fall asleep at the wheel, you are not only putting yourself in harm's way, you're also putting others in harm's way. And that's not very healthy for you or the others. So we need to sleep so that we protect others as well as ourselves. According to Fort Healthcare 2014 in the article Sleep Deprivation and Work Performance, sleep deprivation negatively affects your work performance. Now again, back to the school thing, whenever you're sleepy or you didn't sleep much the night before, you are very tired and you just don't pay attention. You also don't do as well. Like if you were to have a test the day after you didn't sleep good at all, you would most likely not do very good. You would most likely get a lower grade than what you would if you slept really good. Most people that stay up studying all night for a test still don't get a very good score because they didn't sleep good. And whenever you stay up at night studying, it affects your your memory, and you just don't remember what you were studying. So and sleep deprivation also causes arguments. Now, you probably wouldn't get in arguments with people that you don't know, but for with a spouse, for example, if you got in an argument with a spouse, that could turn into way more, and that could turn into a divorce, and I would hate to see that. So everyone needs to sleep very, very much, so then they're happy all the time, so then they're not getting any of these things that I've explained before. Now that I've talked about how sleep deprivation affects your actions, I am now going to review my 3 focuses. Sleep deprivation can affect your daily life. First, sleep deprivation affects your mind. Second, sleep deprivation affects your body. And third, sleep deprivation affects your actions. So now let's think back to the beginning of my speech. Do you sleep enough? Do you need to sleep more? Are you a little worried now that anything might reflect off of your sleeping schedule? Are you moody all the time? Now do you think that sleeping might have something to do with it? I think that everyone needs to slow down in their life and actually enjoy themselves and sleep very good.